Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Nadhira Azwa Irfani, and in this video, I'm going to explain and also describe about the technique and method that I used in one of the texts that I have translated to Indonesian, which is a book, poetry book from Lala Bongs that called the Book of Imaginary Beliefs. So I translate one page, which is in a 61 page that I got it from Perpusnas. Okay, so overall, I'm using the literal and semantic translation method, but in some point, I also translated with the free translation. So actually, I'm using all of that. I'm using the free translation because to make sure that the text is doesn't too hard and stiff, so the viewers and the readers can actually feel that the poetry is beautiful and not weird. And I'm using the literal translation because to make sure that the message and also the language that the writer writes is delivered to the readers. And I'm using the semantic translation. Uh, I'm using the semantic translation to make sure that the meaning is in the line and to make sure that the aesthetic and the beautiful from the poetry is also delivered to the readers and the emotion that the writers feels when she writes this poetry is also can be seen by the readers, and everything that the writers want to tell the readers about about his her feelings is delivered. And there are some technique that I use in this translation. The first one is modulation, expansion, reduction, adaptation, borrowing, and calque. The first one is a modulation, which is that colored as a green. So I change it to be once to became mengutarakan. Why I changed that? Because I want to change the perspective. In English, it said once, and in Indonesian, it said mengutarakan. But in my opinion, that mengutarakan is more, the reader can be highlighted by the meaning of mean leaf, and they will search in the internet or whatever about what is the mean leaf mean, so they can understand that mean leaf is actually symbolized for strong, meaning strong. So I just want to deliver from the writers that mean leaf is actually a symbol for something. Okay, and the second one is expansion, which is colored as a gray. So I add some of the word in this poetry. For example, I add I'm too tired of everything to become terlalu lelah dengan semua yang terjadi di hidupku. So I added yang terjadi di hidupku, which is there is no such a word in the English version. I use the expansion is because to clear the meaning. I want to explain more about the meaning of everything. What is the everything means like that? So I just want to tell the reader that everything is mean everything that happened in the writer's life. Okay, next one is there's also I added something, which is the Indonesian. I said kamu in the last poetry in the last line. I said yang sayangnya kamu lebih lemah dariku, which is in the English version there is no kamu, but I just want to also make sure that the meaning is more clearer, so the reader is actually can understand more about the poetry. Because if I don't use kamu, unfortunately lebih lemah dariku. Yang sayangnya lebih lemah dariku, and that will be make readers confused about what is the subject that the writers talk about. Okay. Next one is reduction. That painted as a pink became silence does not always mean losing. To became diam bukan berarti kalah. And I used the reduction actually to the cut the word, but the meaning is still the same, and the structure is different, but the meaning is the same, which is want to explain about losing. It doesn't mean that you are silent. It doesn't mean that you are loose. Okay, so the meaning is actually the same, but I just want to cut the sentences to become short to make sure also the that the sentence is beautiful as the English version. Next one is adaptation. So the green one, adaptation, I changed screw you to become persetan. If I translate it with the literal translation, it would be not natural and too stiff. So I changed it to persetan because screw you in English is actually a swear word. So I also changed it and I adapt it with the Indonesian version. That swear word also, but I'm using persetan to like make sure they have the same equivalence. Okay. The next one is borrowing, which is the line in which is colored as a yellow. So I'm using in the sentence "We are born to die" because why I using that? Because this is a lyrics from Lana Del Rey song. It's one of the lyrics from Lana Del Rey song, and I don't think that everyone is know about the "We Are Born to Die" song. So if I translate it to Indonesian, it would not giving the lyrics vibes. So to make sure that this lyrics is from a that song that sang by Lana Del Rey, so I'm using the borrowing translation. Okay, and also I want to keep the lyrics feel original to respect the singer, which is Lana Del Rey. Next one is also the adaptation. Lana has the answer to become Lana berkata dalam lagunya. This is also actually my free translation because I think not everyone knows Lana Del Rey since she is not a singer from Indonesia. So not all of the people in Indonesia is know about Lana Del Rey. So I just want to make sure that the readers is know that Lana Del Rey is a singer and she is the singer of the lyrics from the sentence after that, which is "We are born to die." So I just want to tell the readers that Lana Del Rey is a singer. Okay, next one is Call Q. So it's colored as the aqua colored. Yes, I think it's blue or green. Blue. It's colored as a blue. Okay, which is mint leaf to become daun mint. So I'm using the calcu to keep the meaning and also the symbolist meaning from daun mint because I just want to keep it that way. Daun mint and mint leaf. I just want to make sure that the readers is know. As I said before, mint leaf is actually a symbolist for something, which is a strong meaning. So I just want to, keep it original. Min leaf is daun min, like that. So I think that is the method and also the technique that I used in my text that I already translated to Indonesia. So I'm so sorry if there are some of the mistaken word that probably might be confusing. That why I using this because yeah, I'm still a learner and I learn new things about translation. So I think that is the explanation and the explanation about this from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.